What's up, y'all? It's your man, Hollywood Jack, aka Hollywood Sharp.
It's your boy, man, Chase Bayless, man, BKA GAM, man, grown ass man shit, my nigga.
We've been hiatus for a little while.
My boy was on vacay, man.
And my nigga was working with them Indians, and we, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they done, man. Shout out to them Indians, man.
Shout out to my nigga getting some extra hours, you know what I'm saying? Help my nigga get a couple extra bucks.
Y'all had a good season, bro. Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all had a good season, bro.
And who fooled the Indians?
Who beat the Indians?
Yeah.
Houston Astros. The Houston Astros lost to Boston. And if y'all follow me on IG, you know what I'm saying?
You said my nigga said fuck Boston.
Soul Planes on IG. I said it, man. I'm like, man, look, I just want to see Boston versus the Dodgers, nigga. So that's what I'm going to see, man. I think the World Series start either tonight or tomorrow. I think they start tonight. I don't know. We about to get into it, about to watch that, see what that's talking about. But shit, you already know what it is, man. So how was the trip, man? How was
out there in the woods and in the exclusive little cabin, you know what I'm saying? Couples only cabin, you know what I'm saying? Grown folks. Only one setback to the cabin. And it seems to be the setback with all vacation spots. Why we smokers gotta go outside and shit? Why we can't smoke in no public places and shit? That ain't fair to the smokers. But
as long as you in Ohio, nigga, ain't gonna be fair. Y'all should have went to Nevada or something.
But I bet you them woodland creatures was as high as I was when we was out there. Nigga, the jar still stank, nigga. The jar still stank, nigga. We was out there blowing good, eating good, you know what I'm saying? Couples only, coupling good, you know how it is.
Shout outs, man. You know, I see you over there, you know what I'm saying, do your thing, whatnot. I'm like, man, my nigga living his best life.
Hey, man, stop saying I'm tired of that song. That song was on every XM radio. They paid them niggas to play that song specifically.
But that's a song of the summer. I mean, that's a song of the year. Fuck the summer. That's a song of the year. I don't think there's another song that hit harder than that. I'm living my best life. I don't think there's a song that hit harder than that. And my nigga Lil Duval do not have no verse on there. All my niggas was, come on. That's all he do the whole time. That nigga crazy, bro. All my nigga do the whole song is, come on. And that's a hit. Like, that is the hit, nigga.
So Lil Duval can get his Cat Williams on?
Hell no. Cat Williams ain't never had no song that hit hard like that.
I mean, but he was...
He was with Dipset, though.
When he threw that concert, and they thought he was telling jokes.
He was with Dipset, though. He had Joel's and Freaky Ziggy with him.
They were sorry, though.
But he ain't never had no song that hit harder than that. I mean, he ain't never had a song that hit closer to that.
He sold out the arena because they thought he was coming to tell jokes.
But he did. He told some jokes, and he started talking about, he had Snoop in there, Pimp Cups and shit. He was trying, bro.
And then when he started rapping, people was like, man, what the f is this?
Yeah, he just wanted as good as, come on. He had a, come on.
He was just before his time. Cat Williams was just before his time.
Nigga said, smile, bitch, come on. Hey, that nigga Lil Duval, nigga. Hey, that nigga funny, man. All right, man, shit, all right. So what we on, though? What we talk about today, man? You know what I'm saying? I got a little hot take about the Browns, though, but I'm going to give it a little second before I really start getting into these Browns. We're going to talk about some other shit before we get into these Browns.
We going to jump straight into the chin shots and shit?
I mean, we could jump into that shit.
I mean, because your boy out there doing too much.
Who doing too much? Rondo?
Yeah. But that's to be expected from him.
But see,
the pressure. You seen the meme from the shit he got in trouble when he was in college?
But
he kicked the nigga.
Yeah, but word is, though, but if you really remember, though, you might have forgot about this. If you remember back in 08, the 08-09 season, Rondo and Chris Paul got into it when Chris Paul was with New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? Because the year before that season started, that little Olympic shit, you know what I'm saying? They cut Rondo off the Olympic team and shit, you know what I'm saying, for Chris Paul. And that's the year where Rondo just won the ring with Boston and shit, you know what I'm saying? So it was an ongoing thing of who's the best point guard between them two. So they always had little ongoing beef, you see what I'm saying? But at this point, I just feel like this, like, nigga, the pressure up. Anybody who won the Lakers, nigga, the pressure up for y'all niggas. I feel for them niggas.
As far as the ongoing beef and who was the better point guard, that's an unfair question.
I mean,
because Rondo had
Paul Pierce, Ray Allen,
he had three great.
KG.
You know, he had three potentially great players on his team. on their cusp to becoming great and not being forgotten. Because they wouldn't have won no ring, they would have been forgotten.
Who would have been forgotten? Not no Kevin Durant or no Paul Pierce. Or Ray Allen for that matter.
They would.
Ray Allen, one of the best shooters ever.
That's true, but
Kevin Garnett was Kevin Garnett, the hands down, really one of the best players to come fresh out of high school ever.
Yeah.
And this nigga Paul Pierce is in the top 10 that scored in Boston history. You're not gonna forget about these niggas.
People forgot about Reggie.
No, they did not. You hear Reggie every Thursday on TNT.
Oh, my fault.
Forget about his ass.
Reggie, Charles Barkley.
You ain't gonna forget about them niggas. They on TV every day.
Reggie, Charles Barkley, Chris Webber.
They on TV.
Are the exception to those rules to the other people who they just recently in the last couple of years started talking about Dominique. His name started getting mentioned. He started getting showed and stuff. He started getting, you know what I'm saying, honored. Dominique didn't put in no work.
Dominique did put in a lot
So
of
for
work.
him to wait for 15 years to even get noticed or recognized, that's BS on everything I love. Dominique was a dog.
Yeah, that's true.
Dominique was literally the definition. Him and Mike was literally, and him more so than Mike, one-man team type of player. Charles Barkley was a one-man team.
Yeah.
So what you got 3 people who can score 30 points on your team? If I have to shut one of them 30 people down, 30 pointers down, and score 40 in order for me to win.
So basically, you said that Chris Paul was wrong for stealing that nigga, for putting his head in that nigga's face.
He was wrong for being in that situation.
But still, though, like at the end of the day, like you can't really blame Chris Paul or Rondo for that situation, because they was going at it the whole game, Rondo and Chris Paul. The nigga who you blame for real, who really escalated that, started that, the young nigga, Brandon Ingram. He started that whole thing.
You mean Mr. Stillum after the fact?
But he started the whole thing.
And as far as that,
because at the end of the day, look at this. This is exactly how it went down, right? Exactly how I see it, right? It's a tight game, 1-point game. James Harden do what James Harden always do. A lot of players stay complaining about that shit that he do, because James Harden knows how to create fouls.
Yes, he does.
So he created a foul. He created a foul on the Euro to the right. Created a foul on Brandon Ingram. My advice to Brandon Ingram: in these 4 games you're off, nigga, hit that motherfucking weight room, nigga. Hit that weight room, my guy. Because at the end of the day, all he did was hit him with a little nudge and shit, right? He hit him with the nudge. James Harden get the foul, right? That's what happened though. So then the dude get pissed. He turn around. He just pushed the nigga James Harden. Like, man, you bitch ass nigga. Push James Harden. You feel me? So James Harden looking confused, like, what the fuck going on? Ref jump into it. He had to ref ass. Now that nigga Brandon Ingram, he a young nigga. He had to ref like, fuck you, ref. This nigga, da. You feel what I'm saying? So the pressure already high. It's already heated. You feel me? It's already heated in that bitch. The fans want to win. It's different from Cleveland, man. Cleveland, nigga, we so forgiving, bro. Our fan base is so fucking forgiving.
If you gonna win, we'll take it.
But if you lose, we gonna be bad for a day, and the niggas gonna be right back there. We too forgiving. LeBron ain't used to that shit. So anyway, I mean that's beside the point. But anyway, you feel me? So now they getting into it. So a nigga spit on me, and he do that shit on the slide though. He do that shit on the low, so niggas won't know. So I won't even know. He just gonna say something. You feel me? What? I'm on that nigga ass, bro. Pause.
The reason Rondo was wrong. He instigated the situation.
By spitting on that nigga.
Now, with that being said, if anybody that spits on me, if I get close to them, I'm trying to whoop their ass. So they know we ain't talking.
But see, that's what I'm saying. That's why you can't really blame it on Chris Paul. Chris Paul, the main reason why Chris Paul even put his hand in his face is because he's like, in his mind, you know, he the president of the Players Association. In his mind, he already know what limits he can take it to. My nigga, if he just was putting his hand in the nigga's face and Rondo was doing the same thing and they broke it up, I guarantee nothing would have happened. Nobody would have got suspended, nothing. They just all would have got ejected from that shit, and that would have been the end of it.
No, but on the same token, by him being the president of the Players Association, he's not even supposed to put himself in that type of situation.
But see,
he's not supposed to.
But at the end of the day,
know the personnel, the people you mess with.
But he's not. But see, that's what I'm saying though. That's where I'm thinking getting this screwed. He didn't really put himself in that situation though, bro. if Brandon Ingram is on some wild shit, right? And they try to reframe him, and then everybody is in this Alea shit. The niggas been talking shit to each other the whole game. Chris Paul and Rondo. They've been at each other the whole game. The whole game, little nudges and pushes here and there. The whole fucking game. That shit was going to explode.
Okay, I respect that, but on the same token, not saying that Rondo is he is a problematic player. He does have problems with other people.
Yeah.
But would Chris Paul have been having an exchange work like that with Ron Artest? Because he would have knew that would have escalated too, right?
But you do know, since that shit in Detroit, ain't nothing gonna escalate like that again. And if it does, nigga, if some shit like that happen, nigga, the player they gonna get suspended for a season, for a whole season, nigga. It's gonna be like 50 games, nigga. If some shit like that happen again, where they really go all out brawl. I done seen a few little brawls, a few little punches being thrown the past since then. But if that shit goes anywhere close to that, the closest it went to was when, if you remember, nigga, that's before Melo went to New York, nigga. When Melo was in motherfucking Denver. And they played New York. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? J.R. Smith got into it. J.R. Smith got suspended damn near 20 games. Melo got suspended damn near 30 games off that shit. And that was the last time that was something even close to that melee in Detroit. It ain't gonna happen like that again. And that situation wasn't even close to that. That situation looks similar to the situations that happen pretty much like at least 4 times a season, bro.
And they owe that off to that shit from the Knicks and the Miami Heat.
But niggas grown.
5. Oh, both 5.
Niggas grown men. But these grown men playing basketball. It's certain grown man ain't about to let no other grown man spit on them or disrespect them. It's not happening.
He should have been there close enough for him to get spit on.
I mean, it is what it is.
That's what I'm saying. I already know the personnel. This person I already got beef with. I'm not gonna get that close to him.
So, with that being said, right? Mm-hmm. And on the cusp of that, Houston just lost yesterday to the Clippers. There's some teams out here that's looking like way surprisingly good, bro. Like Orlando, like the Clippers, or whatever that tall ass nigga they got on their squad, Bamba, whatever that nigga is. And I ain't talking about the nigga who got the saw, the nigga who got the Bamba saw, that nigga Orlando. It's another motherfucker, white dude, Bamba something. This motherfucker so tall, bro. I see the highlight there. This motherfucker did. He okay, he good, but the nigga did this though, dad. He did a dunk like this.
For real?
Facts.
How tall is this nigga?
This nigga, shit, he can make DeAndre Jordan look like a little nigga. Put it like that. Put it like that. He made DeAndre Jordan look like a regular nigga. That's how tall this white boy is. This white boy is like way the problem.
What's the old Game of Thrones looking white boy?
Who that played with Dallas?
No, he
Oh, that nigga Luka Doncic. I might be wrong. I was talking about that Colin Sexton rookie of the year shit a couple months ago. I might have to change my shit to the nigga in Dallas, man. Luka Doncic, man. Or Trae Young. Trae Young just lit us up a couple days ago. Lit us up. That nigga Trae Young was hitting threes like motherfucking Steph Curry.
He lit us up.
He lit us up 35 and 11.
You act like that's something that can't be done.
That's still an NBA team. I don't give a fuck if we trash because I don't know. I was talking about that playoff shit too. I'm like, I ain't gonna retract again. It's too early. But I'm gonna tell you this. I watched every game we played, and it looked like Cedi Osman is our second best player. And if that's the case, it looks like it. It looks like Cedi Osman our second best player, bro. Who? Cedi Osman, the rookie from last year, the dude last year who was looking all like, you know what I'm saying, like will do crazy shit. He like a taller deli. But he our second best player right now. That's not gonna work. Cavs is looking at number 1 seed, bro.
They should always be looking at number 1 seed.
They're looking at number 1 seed with a quote unquote all-star. That shit funny, man.
Now, side note. Old boy stole. What's old boy name who tried to steal Chris Paul? The young dude.
Oh, Brandon Ingram?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Doing too much.
Yeah.
The young dude's doing too much. They're
Yeah.
already doing too much just on GP.
They're trying to make a name for themselves,
But
man.
you know how big LeBron made his head just being in the company of that nigga. Just being in the company of that nigga, how big he blow people's heads up.
Yeah. I mean, I concur. Like, at the end of the day, like, I you know what I'm saying? Like, you could, anybody who be watching our shit, they can go back to these old videos on your page and they can see, like, around the playoffs and around, you know what I'm saying, the regular season, where the Cavs was looking trash, I was saying that LeBron didn't fuck around for that. You feel me? And the only reason why I say that is because I feel like he had a point in his career where he could afford to start all over. With the Lakers, he started all over. It's not like Miami. It's not like come back to Cleveland. He started all over again. LeBron James in the Lakers is the equivalent if LeBron James just was in the draft and he got drafted to the fucking Lakers. That is what this is.
Yeah, he don't have to worry about nobody old baggage, nobody old gripes, no coaches.
See, but the problem with that is, this the kicker. This is a 16-year veteran we're talking about. Me personally, I like LeBron. I think LeBron one of the best players in the league, and I'm always fuck with LeBron. But I feel like at this point, the guard about to be passed. And at this point, what's so crazy is, a few years ago, I would have told you that Kevin Durant is going to fuck around and miss his shot, staying on OKC. I would have probably told you that if you would have asked me who would be the next one to take over, I would have broke down everybody like the Anthony Davises at the time, Kawhi Leonard at the time. You feel me? Because if you really look at it, the only three players right now that really can knock LeBron as far as legacy go right now is Kawhi, AD, and KD. That's it.
Yeah.
I can't put Giannis on that level.
Giannis ain't did nothing.
I can't really even put Steph on that level because at the end of the day, if you look at it, nigga, just look at the league, right?
He took it.
No, but just look at the league though, my nigga. I'm just talking about the 80s and 90s to 2000s, right? Name me how many teams can you name that was championship quality teams minus, and this is the only team that I know you're gonna go to. You're gonna go to the Lakers with Magic Johnson because he was quote unquote the point guard, but he fucking 6'8", but he the point guard though. Right? So I got to give you that because he's a point guard. But there's no other team that you can really name. Besides, it's another team, but I'm going to let you have that one. I'm going to let you name that one. It's one other team that I can really think of on the top of my head that had a great point guard, and that was the championship quality team. That had a number one point guard. Like, the point guard is the center of the team. You feel me? There's only one other team besides the Lakers that had that. What's going on, man?
I said Thomas.
Yeah.
And it wasn't because he was the show, because it's because he took it over.
Yeah.
He had people on his team who thought that they was the star, who thought that this show is only gonna work around me. As a matter of fact, he is who made Dennis Rodman who Dennis Rodman is. Dennis Rodman used to try to get points and try to do things. Dennis Rodman averaged like 13, 14 points in the game. When he played with
but see, that's the thing though. The Pistons and the Lakers teams, they had specialty players. Let's just say, for the sake of the argument, let's just say they win the ring, KD leave, Clay leave, and you just got Draymond and Steph, and they just start putting players around them. How many? They ain't the same. They ain't the same Warriors. They ain't. You know what I mean? With just Steph and Draymond, no.
They'll make it to the playoffs.
But they're not the Warriors. With just Steph and Draymond, they're not the Warriors though. They're just the Golden State Warriors like there was when Brandon Davis was there and Chris Mullin and my nigga you just brought up Chris Webber was there. Yeah, it's gonna be like that again.
That was terrible.
Not really. They was good.
They was good, but they was just getting.
They just couldn't get far. They just went. I mean, before. Nigga, to be honest, before Steve Kerr got there, nigga, they was still getting the short end of the stick, nigga. Let's not, you feel me?
They was. They just was doing, they was going further.
Yeah, no, they just was looking good while they was going down. It was looking better. That's all. They wasn't going further. They was losing first round, second round. They was either losing to the Clippers or they was losing the Clippers both times.
See, but I guess I really feel that the West Coast basketball players don't be really getting the respect and love like other. Think about it. No, in the history of great people, most of the people, if they look at just as an individual person, did it by themselves, was East Coast basketball players, not the West.
West, it was teams. Yeah, it was teams. Even with Houston, and they had, you know what I'm saying, like the Dream, you still look at
Right.
like the Robert Ory's and the Kenny Smiths and shit.
They had literal. That Kareem, if it wasn't for the Dream, Houston wouldn't have them rings. But he didn't do that by himself, and he had people on the team. You clearly point out that they had, if they was not there, if Robert Ory wouldn't have been playing.
Really? I mean, you got a point though. I mean, you got a point. Like you feel me? Like I ain't trying to debate it. I ain't about to debate you on it. It's just like I'm saying, like if some shit like that were to happen, where they were to dismantle that squad, and you just got Steph Curry and Draymond Green, that squad is not going anywhere. And it is a high possibility that can happen. It's so high, bro, because the way these contracts is, and the way niggas demanding money. Now you got all the money tied into Steph and Draymond. Now that's what it's looking like. Clay about to be a free agent coming up next year. So is KD, right? They at a position now. KD at a position where he can get max money wherever he go. He don't have to necessarily.
Now, what's the thing with the max money? You have to play for a certain amount.
You got to play with a team for a certain amount of years in order to get
the $100 million.
The $100+ million. It's gonna be like
$100+ million.
Yeah, it's gonna be anywhere between like $20 and $30 million
so
more if you stay with the whole team compared to if you leave.
During your first couple of years, okay, your first 3 years, you're gonna take league money.
Yeah, because I mean you're gonna be on a rookie contract.
Okay. So that league, say that the thing is for 5 years before you can get the max contract. So I mean you're gonna get 3 years of roughly about $22,000.
Depending on what draft pick, depending on what type of pick you is, you could be getting millions off the gate. If you like top 10 draft picks, I think their contracts like 3 years, 15 to 20 million.
Oh,
is
like a difference?
Yeah, it's a difference.
The league minimum.
Your league minimum
position you got drafted in.
Some of them is like that, similar to football. Like I had to read that, I had to look that up, and that's true. You feel me? Like similar to, you know how football is, to where if you like a top 10 pick, they could give you more money compared to if you under the, you know what I mean?
Okay. And now your 2 years left before you can get a max deal, we can offer you up to.
We can extend your contract, but see that's the whole thing now. Certain niggas like what they did in Minnesota with Karl-Anthony Towns. He ain't been in the league. How long Karl-Anthony Towns been in the league? This is 3rd year. I think this is 3rd year this year, or his 4th year. They gave him this is 4th year. They just gave him the extension, the max extension. Off Dreads. I think Wiggins got an extension. Wiggins getting max money. You see what I'm saying? Like Draymond Green getting max. Steph Curry getting max money. Only reason why their team still works is because Kevin Durant is not getting max, or is Klay Thompson. And one of them two niggas won't max money, nigga. You're not gonna be able to get all 4 of them niggas max money, and you still want to get, you still want the motherfucking And the only reason why my nigga got traded or whatever, or didn't get signed or whatever, DeMarcus Cousins, is because he felt like he wasn't getting no max money, so he wanted too. So man, somebody gonna have to sacrifice, and I don't think KD or DeMarcus need to sacrifice at this point of their career. They don't need to. Klay Thompson, he probably like, you know what I'm saying, Cyborg, he probably like 40 and motherfucking, he probably like 40 and Drake. He probably like 40. He probably feel like 40. He probably telling a bitch right now, man, I swear, man, as soon as you motherfucking playoffs over, nigga, I'm signing for the most money I can get, man. I'm tired of being behind. I ain't getting no credit. Niggas say Steph, niggas say KD, niggas don't say me. He could be a nigga that can say that shit. And his father used to play for the Lakers.
Now, like, see, but his problem is
that nigga Klay is
good. Klay is good.
Yeah. But you don't think he could really create off the dribble. That's the true thing. And that's what a lot of people do.
Right.
And that's what a lot of people do.
Right.
I kind of think.
In order for him to be ahead of the team, his team, Max Money, he need to be able to create off the dribble.
But I think he can. I think he can, bro. I really do.
I mean,
I'm not.
now that being said, he probably can because the way their offense is set up, there's not much dribbling going on anyway.
No, the only nigga that's really got the dribble freedom is like the KDs and Steph. Because they kind of initiate the offense, both of them. Or Draymond, he initiates the offense.
That ball is swing, open shot.
Yeah.
It ain't, see, Spurs is swing, get in position, swing, shoot.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense, though.
I
think that's how they was, because, see, that's how they was playing yesterday. You know, some real shit, though. Not to we keep switching these topics, but this shit crazy. Nigga, don't you know that game yesterday, nigga? They scored 140-something points. Don't you know that these past week of games, the foul calls have been so, like, bruh, what the fuck? This shit is blatant now. Like, in the past few years, you was like, man, these ticky-tack fouls, like, but then why do these players only get ticky-tack fouls? Why do these teams only get ticky-tack fouls? But if it's a back-to-back and a team going against like Golden State or they going against a good team, Boston or whatever, they get to get all these motherfucking, they get to get to the line all these times, all these weak-ass calls, all these weak-ass screens where you think a nigga holding on the screen. And that's the same shit he been doing for like 5 fucking years. Now that's a foul?
Yeah.
That's the same shit in the NFL.
I really think
Motherfuckers already going full speed at the quarterback. Quarterback just do this. He just let it go. The nigga like this, right? He going full speed. What if he trip? He trip on some shit, fall on the nigga. Now it's roughing the passer when he clearly trying to brace himself though. He been doing that shit 5 years before that shit was implemented. The fuck going on? Like, this shit is hard to watch. Some of this shit be hard to watch.
It's part of the game.
Some of these games be harder to watch because of that shit.
It's part of the game now that they needed to space out time.
Yeah, they want more.
There's billions of dollars involved in this.
But they want more scoring too, I think.
Right. And that's in order for a motherfucker to sit and watch a half an hour game. Basketball game should be on and off in 1 hour. All the talking and everything can be done in an hour.
Yeah, but they got the TV timeout.
Right.
And then they got half times.
Right.
And shit.
And they got commercials, and they got endorsements, and they got people who sponsor this shit. Is at the Staples Center, is at Chevrolet Inn, is at whatever the fuck.
Is at Crocodile Ring,
right.
Is at Bakersfield
House. Right. Spots, yeah. So we need to slow it down. So these people who paying us, how you think they can get $100 million?
But I'm just saying, like, a lot of these calls is just, it's like for real, like, I'm just saying, you just was on a little vacay and shit, you feel me? Like, you were just on a vacay, we've been off this bitch for about a month, right? This is what I'm gonna tell you, right? All I need you to do, fuck it. And by the next week, or the next 2 weeks, when we do the next one, just watch a game or two. You'll probably catch a game or two. Just catch a game or two. It don't have to be I ain't trying to, you know what I mean? Catch a Cavs game. Just skim through the shit. You feel me? Just watch this shit. Like, these foul calls is ridiculous. This shit is crazy as fuck. Now I think it's that time, man. I think it's about that time, though. So we're going to get into the shit. All right, man. This is what it is, man. I'm lightweight happy right now, bro. I ain't going to fake it. I'm happy, bro. At this time, we were doing the show last year and shit. I think the Browns was, like 0-6? 0-5, some shit like that. They was looking trash. It was getting ass with every chance they get. Now they look a little better. They're still the same team though. Still, they got a good defense. They got the most takeaways in the NFL. Yet they're one of the most. What's the word I'm looking for? It's on the top of my head. One of the most undisciplined defenses in the NFL. They're one of the most undisciplined defenses in the NFL. I don't even think I said that right. They have no type of discipline on defense. It's retarded. Baker Mayfield look decent. He don't look like raw as fuck, but he look decent. He look like an above average rookie quarterback. If our defense was a little more disciplined, right now he could be working on a season like what's the cat that we had? The last quarterback that we had got, the last big name quarterback we had got. RG3. He could have a rookie season like RG3 if our defense was a little more disciplined. We'll probably be 4-2, 5-1 right now, and that would be who we talking about. I'm telling you, if the Browns do not win more than 5 games this season, Hugh Jackson is fired. If they would have lost that game without overtime this past Sunday, if they would have lost that game without no overtime, just take away the Baker Mayfield tossing a bitch to my nigga Landry right there on the one that he's sliding in for the touchdown to tie the game. Just neglect that whole play. If that play does not happen and they have another 3 and out, that guy is fired today. We are talking about this guy being fired on the show. I'm at a point where how the fuck do you trade Carlos Hyde? Carlos Hyde has been looking good these days. He's been averaging close to 80+ yards a game receiving on 20 and under carries, which is like what, 4, 6, maybe 5 yards a carry. Like that shit is decent, bro.
That's good. 5 yards a carry is good.
That shit is decent. And you trade this nigga for a 5th rounder, bro.
If you get a running back that can average 5 yards of run.
No, and I'm not done. Either. How the fuck? I don't care what the nigga does. So the nigga has a leg injury. The nigga say, "Oh, my ankle lightweight, so I don't want to, you feel me, practice today, but I'm gonna play on Sunday." How you sort your shit, man? I had this little photo shoot. You ain't telling about no photo shoot? I mean, shit, I had to tell y'all everything I'm doing. Yeah, man, you get traded. What?